Hello, Watcher. It's the Bramski. I knew very little about this movie. In fact, I'm about to present to you with rare, completely real footage of a real conversation that I had between me and my friend, John.
Oh, hey, Bramski.
Hey, Johnny, what's up?
Say, you want to come see this new movie? It's called The Debt.
Oh, that's that movie about accounting, the debt. I'm not interested.
Okay, bye, Bramski.
Kids, don't make the same mistake. Never judge a film by its title. Film stars Helen Mirren, Tom Wilkinson, Sam Worthington, and Jessica Chastain. The film is about three Israeli Mossad agents who become famous for capturing a notorious Nazi war criminal in 1966. The details remain secret, but the trio struggle to keep some revelations from coming to light. The film takes place in two different timelines, in the 60s and in the 90s. Now, in my opinion, the film starts out completely hard to understand. The intro goes by so fast and it explains so much that I feel like I'm missing so much information. And because I'm missing so much information, I think that I'm going to be completely confused throughout the rest of the movie. It shows us the characters in their older ages first, and I'm unaware of which characters were actually a part of the mission. Once the 1966 storyline flashback sort of thing started to kick in, I immediately started to understand what was going on more and more. So it wasn't the case that I was confused throughout the whole movie. I just feel like it had a very slow beginning. Like the first 10 minutes was very slow. So if I watched this movie at home instead of in the theater, I would have definitely turned it off in the first 10 minutes because I would have been completely confused and I would have been very, very bored, which I was. And I'm glad I didn't give up on this movie. This is actually a thriller, and it builds tension every step of the way. And to my surprise, I didn't even know this was going to be a thriller. I thought this movie was going to be about accounting. The concept of Jewish people seeking revenge kind of reminded me of Inglourious Basterds. And it wasn't just the concept, it was also the suspense and the tension that reminded me of Inglourious Basterds. And that can't be a bad thing because I really loved the movie. The three agents involved in the mission are Rachel, Steven, and David. At the beginning, there's an older man that looks exactly like an older version of Steven, but it turns out that it was actually David. If the movie didn't use their names to tell us who these people were, then we can only tell by their personalities and facial expressions. And surprisingly, the facial expressions actually stick. The younger characters have the same faces and smiles and all sorts of personalities as the older versions. And you could see the characters adapting into their older versions when it's pretty young. I think that's some pretty good facial continuity. It's pretty specific. I appreciated that. The cast is overall pretty good. Everyone is great, but then you have Sam Worthington, who's developed a reputation of wooden acting. And I happen to agree with this. He always seems to have the least defined personality. He's not that bad in this. I think it's actually an improvement from Avatar and Clash of the Titans. I think his limited acting range sort of suited the role because he wasn't really given many lines and he didn't really do much in this movie. There was this one scene where he had to speak German and it almost seemed like he was a different guy with a cheerful personality. But I'm not going to say that that was his acting because it could have just been dubbing, so I'm not going to give him that. The absolute best thing about this movie is that it's completely unpredictable. It is a blessing to go into a movie confused rather than to know everything that's going to happen from the very beginning. I love that this movie is unpredictable, and the film plays with its suspense. You don't know what's going to happen. The surprises are strong enough to make the people in the theater gasp and jump, and that's what happened. If this isn't good suspense, I don't know what is. This is probably some of the best suspense I've seen this year. It's one of the best movies I've seen this year. I give The Debt a 9 out of 10, and please subscribe to the channel up here. Comment down below if you're enjoying the reviews. Yes, comment or subscribe. And I actually would like to know which is a better format for my reviews. Is it stretched out across the screen or in a more of a cut-off format? I don't know what to do, so if you have a preference there, then say that. So guys, just thanks for watching and keep watching movies.